This is the exterior inspection. We're going to be looking at the foundation, walls and all the other systems involved in the house from the exterior. There's some structural settlement going on, and it's evident with cracks appearing in the walls. It's appearing over the top of this lintel here. This is the garage door, and you can see that we've got a crack opening up, and it travels up to the brick underneath the porch, or sorry, the deck above us, and the I-beam. This is the right hand elevation. We've got a lot of bushes growing right up against the foundation. Really, there should be a gap between those bushes and the wall. That's to keep insects, rodents, generally keep pests away from the wall. Of course, this would be the responsibility of the management company. Now at the front elevation, and if you were to stand at the front and look right up to the roof line, this area here, you see some trim board, and below it a gap, and then the brickwork. Well, that gap's got to be sealed because that's access point for rodents. We're now on the balcony. We're just down there a moment ago looking at the brickwork over the top of the garage and the crack running up. My curiosity is, does it run further up the building here? Yeah, and there's a further indication of structural movement here. We've got a crack in the brickwork, it's horizontal. You can see that the frame here is moving, and there's a bit of tearing in the paintwork down here as the building settles. Got it equally as much on the other side. We have another crack here running up to the I-beam above us. So we are getting cracks moving towards the roof line, which is what I expect with differential settlement. Let's go up to the next balcony and have a look there. I'm now on the 3rd floor, and you can see we have a crack here, so I can confirm that we have a settlement crack running from the foundation to the roof line of the property. The trim board has broken here, stress relieving. As the whole building moves, that board gave way, cracked. We're going out into the deck area where the air conditioning systems are on the roof. This is the access to the deck area, and this is the auto closer, and you can see it's broken here. It should be attached to these points here. It's a rivet attachment, and just use over a few years has broken it. The AC unit for the house is located on the roof deck. Here we've got a supply outlet. It should be a bubble cover over it. General condition is fine. However, we have down in the corner here, you can see it here, up the valley, we have a shingle, a number of shingles, but I can't see that they're missing from this roof. This is the air handler in the attic. We have here the gas line. This gas line should have a sediment trap on it. Sediment traps do what they do, they catch all the dirt that's in the gas line and take it out the line before it gets into the heater. In addition to that, this is a flue and it penetrates the roof up here. Now, because it penetrates the roof, it's open to the environment, including lightning, and so it should be bonded to the grounding system. You see here, as it is at the moment, it's actually suspended from a wooden structure. There's no way that anything can be taken to ground, so bonding is very important. It's not expensive either, it's dirt cheap to do. This is the water heater. It's a tankless water heater, gas powered. Has a safety pan, temperature pressure relief valve. It's all good. It's highly efficient one. The fumes going out of here are almost cold by the time they leave the chimney. The gas line here should have a sediment trap. These things are very important. They're not very expensive, but without a sediment trap it's almost impossible to stop dirt getting into the actual controller inside the heater over the years. Here we've got junction boxes, switches, outlets, and you'll notice that this particular junction box here, it's broken. Well, they break very easily. In fact, you shouldn't use plastic in an attic, you should use metal. Here, one's been used here. It was put on by air conditioning engineers and they decided to use metal cover on their installation, whereas the electrician generally used plastic. Now, the electrician knows this is wrong. This has been a practice that's been around for 30-40 years of putting metal on, not plastic. So these covers need to be replaced by plastic covers. This is the decking, and we've got a Romex cable running across the decking. That's got to be protected. Left it is like that, it can be damaged. People throw things on it, they come up into the attic. And also there's nothing separating this line here from the gas pipe here. There should be some separation. It's a piece of wood under there, it's just held in place with nails, and that keeps them two separated. This is the electrical panel. You see here we've got openings, there should be covers over these. Left as it is at the moment, it's quite dangerous. Things could get poked in there. Somebody could get a very bad electric shock. Here we've got the grounding bar. It's in the ground here, underneath this rock. And a note on it tells me that there's another ground at the garage closet, which will be over there. I've opened up the electrical panel, and you can see at the bottom of it we have a large number of dead bees. We also have a large number over here too. Now here's my concern. Bees are quite common. It is quite common for bees to infest the walls of buildings, residences, etc., etc. And if a bee infestation was here, they could have been killed off, evidence of all the dead bees. However, if they were killed off and the wall wasn't opened up and the honey removed, the comb and the honey, that is going to pull in other vermin, and they could be even a bigger problem than the bees were. Electrical panel. Here we've got a poor connection. Can you see it's only just captured by the grub screw? This one's okay. It's copper wire in the building, aluminium or aluminum drop lines from the utility providing the electricity. There are a couple of capped wires, here we have, here and here. I'm standing in the garage and we're looking at the door. This is going to the property itself. Now, as a door leads into the house, it should actually have a weather seal, which it does have, and self-closing mechanism, often achieved by putting in self-closing hinges. Well, this door doesn't have it, and therefore it doesn't meet the fire code. I really would encourage you to put a self-closing mechanism on. Either a couple of hinges will do the job, or an actual door closer, which can be mounted on the top here, closing the whole door automatically. You don't want to leave it open, because if an engine is running in here, you can get fumes into the home. But also, the most common place for a fire to start is the garage.